All right, everybody, this is the Fantasy Sports Boss with another Friday video for you. I have an announcement. The Fantasy Football Friday live stream is going to be later tonight, all right? Originally, I was looking to do 4:30, 5 o'clock, but being a parent, sometimes things come up, so something came up, so I'm going to have to do it around 6:30, so look for that notification, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, so you're made aware when I'm actually going to be going live tonight. Now, wanted to talk to you today about Cooper Kupp, all right? Now, the fact that the guy's gotten at least 14 targets in 3 out of 4 games, on pace for an absolutely absurd 200 targets, just having another massive, just uncanny, out-of-this-world record-breaking season, to say the least. So, it got me to thinking, to revisiting the top of fantasy football drafts during this past summer. And I know for me personally, there was a debate between whether Jonathan Taylor, who was considered the de facto #1 pick in most leagues, should be the #1 pick, or if you wanted to go receiver, Cooper Kupp. Well, then eventually the Cooper Kupp morphed into Justin Jefferson because of the fact Matthew Stafford, it was reported, had elbow problems going back to last May, and that it was going to be a situation that was going to have to be monitored throughout the course of the season. So with Kevin O'Connell, the Rams OC, who helped devise the schemes that got Cooper Kupp open for all those catches a year ago, now the head coach of Minnesota, the reasoning was that, okay, Justin Jefferson, already a top-tier guy at receiver, can now be the Cooper Kupp this season. He should be drafted ahead of Kupp now that we have question marks about Stafford's health. And then finally, you know, there was also some whispers about Christian McCaffrey. You know, ill health aside, on talent alone, there's nobody more perfectly conducive to fantasy football than Christian McCaffrey, the rare breed of player who can score can go over 1,000 yards in not only rushing but also receiving. Just unbelievable, unmatched production if he is healthy. So, when it came down to it, when it fantasy football drafts, the majority of people still went Jonathan Taylor, and believe it or not, more people than you think went Justin Jefferson, including me, over Cooper Kupp. In the one league, I had the 4th pick. So, and I personally had stakes in all of this because in both of my leagues, I had the #1 pick, which I went Jonathan Taylor over Christian McCaffrey. That was my internal debate. And then in the other league, I had the 4th pick, and I went with Justin Jefferson after Taylor, McCaffrey, and Austin Eckler were the first 3 picks. So I passed on Cooper Kupp not once, but twice. 4 games into the season, it's very clear to me and should be clear to everybody else, Cooper Kupp should have been the #1 pick in all fantasy football leagues again this season. Jonathan Taylor's hurt. He just missed a game. The Indianapolis Colts are a complete fucking train wreck. Matt Ryan's looking at the rush. He's not looking downfield. He's playing scared. He's completely washed. Justin Jefferson, 2 excellent games for sure. No doubt about it. But 2 games that were not so great as defenses are now rolling constant double coverage his way. And that could be an on-again, off-again problem for him throughout the season. Christian McCaffrey has been on the injury report 3 times already. Now, while he's actually playing well so far and is holding up health-wise, at least in terms of making the starts, Cooper Kupp, with his 14-plus targets in 3 out of 4 games, on pace for 200 targets, is unmatched right now in fantasy football. Cooper Kupp should have been the first pick in all fantasy football drafts. And as I talked about all summer, going wide receiver now has to be the strategy in round 1 of drafts going forward. No matter if you have the 1st pick or the 12th pick. 1st pick should have been Cooper Kupp this year. If you have the 12th pick, you go Jamar Chase or Stephon Diggs or Devontae Adams. There's just way too much volatility, way too much injuries at the running back position. It's got to be receiver going forward. All right, hit that subscribe, hit that notification button, live stream later on today. Make sure you look for it. We'll talk soon.